Now, one thing you mentioned earlier, the cost of producing palay, when you try to take a look at the figures here across Southeast Asia, we're still one of the most expensive ones, at least at 12 pesos and 72 centavos per kilogram, if I'm not mistaken, compared to Vietnam, only at 6 pesos, and Thailand also at 8 pesos. Why is that? Is this in any way an indication of how at least the promise of at least bringing down cost of production is not taking effect yet?
Yes. First of all, the reason why we have high cost of production is because the agriculture sector, the rice sector particularly, has been neglected for a long time, no? In terms of irrigation support primarily, and also support for other inputs to production. But the whole idea of RTL was to bring down that cost of production so that even if we start importing from countries like Vietnam, our farmers can compete, and you can reduce the cost of production, number one, by increasing the yield, and number two, by reducing the cost of inputs and other inputs to production. And on both counts, we do not see the RCEF and the RTL in general having a significant impact 2 years since the law was passed.
Mhm.
If I look at our output, for example, our output in 2020 was just about the same as it was in 2017. Okay, so again, it's a matter of where do you compare the performance of agriculture. You compare it to last year, but if last year was a bad year, chances are this year will be a good year because you rebound from the bad year. But if you take it from a wider historical perspective, our output in 2020 was what we had also in 2017.
But by the same output, sir, can you give us figures here? How much was the
Uh,
output in 2020 and at what
uh,
level was it back in 2017?
in 2020, it's for the whole year, 19.3 million tons of palay.
Mhm.
And then in 2017, it was 19.27 million tons of palay. So almost the same. But output is not really very significant. We have to look at yield because that is
Mhm.
the crucial factor when we try to reduce cost of production. The average yield in 2020 was 4.09 tons per hectare per harvest. In 2017, it was 4.01. So there is a 3% improvement in yield. The target of the DA to make us competitive is to raise our yield from 4 tons per hectare to
Mhm.
6 tons per hectare, a 50% increase. In
Mhm.
the past 2 years, we have only achieved a 3% increase.